All right, so today we are going to be attempting to run a half marathon, 13.1, probably a little bit over 13.2, just because, you know, Strava always rounds down for some reason. So I am trying to train through a little calf strain, like a Achilles strain right now. Definitely heard it a couple days ago, like Thursday, something like that. So we'll see how this goes. Going to be running in the new BXACTIV, well, the samples of the BXACTIV running shorts that I'm designing with BXACTIV, which is kind of cool. So they're 2-in-1 shorts. I'll do a little preview here in a second. All right, so we are 6 weeks out from my natural OCB show and hopefully 2 weeks out from running a marathon. I was supposed to run a marathon today. However, with my knee injury and being sick, I decided to push that back. I'm actually not running a sanctioned race. I am just gonna go out and run 26.2. Well, I'm probably gonna aim for 26.5, just that I'm past 26.2. My wife, Kristen's gonna be out at the park with me. Whenever I run this, she'll be reading a book in a chair and whatnot, and then be my water station and my gel station because she supports me and loves me like that, which is incredible. So going to be going through some of my training splits and obviously my running as I train for the marathon and train for the bodybuilding show. So hopefully you'll all enjoy this, and welcome to vlog 1 of Road to You Choose. Thanks for stopping by. And with that, cue the intro, I guess. Don't trust the hoe, never trust the hoe, won't trust the hoe, won't trust me. All right, for today's run, we have 2 Helimix bottles, one with hydration, one with just water. Also, I'll loop back during my run to, you know, open up the car and grab it. But running in the Saucony Endorphin Pro 4s today to kind of replicate the marathon race day sort of vibes, you know. Calf feels all right, which is, you know, not great, but all right is all right. Also, had my recovery slides on, my Taco Bell slides. I do need to buy another pair because I did rip through these and I had to super glue them back together. But I like them too much and they're comfy. See, had to super glue them back together right there. Taco Bell, if you want to send me another pair, that'd be great. Saucony Endorphin Pro 4s though, they are squishy. They're nice and soft for my knees, but also have that carbon plate for extra speed. So hopefully today should be a faster run. Here, let me show you. Come with me. All right. Okay, so we have the samples of the BXACTIV 2-in-1 running shorts. As you can see here, 2-in-1. Zip pocket, here, deep enough for your phone for casual walks. But then also, if you are a runner that wants to run with your phone, it's got the liner right here, and then it's got another liner right here, or another phone holder for the liner, I guess, right here. But also, we have a key, or a back pocket for your keys, too. So, what, five pockets, which is pretty cool. I won't be running with my phone today, most likely, but it is nice for the gels if you are on longer runs. But yeah, here's the fit, today's fit. KT tape for my Achilles right now. Gonna do some warm-ups. I ended up going 13.2 miles, even though it says 7:48 average. I ended up doing a 7:51 average due to, you know, getting water. So my total elapsed time was 1 hour, 43 minutes, 47 seconds. I ended up running an extra mile for a little cool down, and that ended the day. So onward to leg day. All right, so for leg day, we usually have adductors, hyperextensions, lying hamstring curls, hack squat or Smith machine squat, Bulgarian split squats, seated hamstring curls, and sissy squats. I will not be doing adductors because I've been having like some adductor pain lately. We are on hack squats right now. I am doing a banded, which you can't really see. There's slack in there. I've seen too many people like wrapping from there to there all the way around with like full tension. The point is to help us out of the hole and ease our knees, especially since I'm not doing this with a spotter and I just ran, you know, half marathon yesterday. But I will probably also not be doing Bulgarians because having my foot all the way back like that also hurts my adductors. So I might be doing some walking lunges instead. But so let's get into it. So I ended up muting this clip because I was making some pretty weird sounds that honestly sound like I was farting like the whole entire time, which I wasn't. I would own up to it if I was, but I'm pretty sure I wasn't here. Maybe I was, maybe I wasn't. I don't know. I don't remember. But here are a few reps. Enjoy. I'll add some squeaky knee noises. So as I mentioned before, I'm dealing with some adductor pain, along with some left foot pain, right Achilles pain, and right knee pain. So I'm doing some walking barbell lunges, 135, keeping it light, because 185 I tried earlier, and I tried picking it up, throwing it over my head, and I almost blacked out. So maybe if I had a squat rack, potentially I'd do that. But again, for some reason, Bulgarians hurt my adductor, but walking lunges don't. Ooh, look, a UPS truck. Sorry. Anyway, my body is falling apart. With that said, onward to Tuesday, where I have pull day and 7 miles. All right, onward to pull day. So I have cerebral palsy, for those that don't know, and obviously I'm going to be using some wrist straps for that. You can kind of see my right hand was a little awkward to put the straps on, and then obviously with my left hand, I can just do it by myself. Or by itself, I should say. So for pull day, I didn't record the whole entire workout, but we are obviously starting with some lat pull downs. I did some chest supported rows, some dumbbell rows, and then here we're doing some of these single arm rows. And yes, I understand that it biases the lat similarly to lat pull downs, but I really like these for unilateral lifting. And then onward to running, where I ran outside with Apollo for a mile just to kind of warm up. But we ended up running about 7 total miles. I did a mile with Apollo, and then, I did like 3/4 of a mile with Apollo, and then like 6.2 miles regular. I don't remember my pace. Looking back at Strava, I did 0.68 miles with Apollo at a 10:05 average, and then I ended up running 6.36 miles at a 9:04 average by myself. So Wednesday ended up being a rest day, and then Thursday was 9 days out from the marathon, so I ended up running my last long run, which I ended up doing 13.1 miles, which I honestly thought here my microphone was connected, but I forgot to connect the receiver to my phone, so there's no audio, so I apologize. But we also ended up hitting push day afterwards. Here, I believe I was trying to promote Helimix. Obviously, you couldn't hear it, but yeah, code Matthew for Helimix. They dropped the purple, and I love the Glacier Blue. So yeah, feel free to pick those up if you want. If not, I understand. All right, so earlier I didn't realize that my mic wasn't connected, so nothing was recording. But today, we have a nice long run, slow. I'm going at like a 9:15, 9:30 pace today. Last long run before the marathon next weekend. I'm going on running today indoors on the treadmill because it's kind of crappy outside, and since this is kind of just supposed to be like a last pseudo long run, didn't want to do hills, trying to keep things flat with my knee, hamstring, Achilles, and foot injury right now, so should be interesting. But anyway, we are at 0.17 miles in right now, so got a long day ahead of us. We also have a push day later on, so I'll be doing the run right now, going home, showering, eating, obviously, and then hopping on, playing some Call of Duty with my boy Jake, and then eating some more, playing with Apollo, my dog, and then back to the gym for a push day. And then, yeah, should be fun. Let's go. So a typical push day tends to start with pec deck and then incline dumbbell bench press. I'm actually doing incline Smith machine here because I was dealing with some fatigue and I figured that I didn't want to drop dumbbells on my face today. So we're doing incline Smith machine. But then I usually will go into a dumbbell lateral raise where I will do a triple drop set and then a Smith machine overhead press, Smith machine JM press, and then a single arm tricep extension. All of which I forgot to record. So if you want to see full workouts, feel free to leave me a comment and I'll make sure I get to work on those. Moving into Friday, where I was supposed to be taking this 5K nice and slow because I'm starting taper week, did not listen to that. Ended up going 3.15 miles at a 6:43 average. For me, that's fast. I know for like true runners, that's kind of slow, but for me, that was pretty fast. I should not have done that. I don't know why I did it. I just felt good, wanted to go, and I wanted to go fast. Felt like Ricky Bobby. I just wanted to go. But hey, that leads us into Saturday, where I ended up going for another pull day. I tend to not do too many pull days and as many workouts as I did this week. However, I know that going to the taper week, my workouts are going to be less intense. They're going to be more pump focused, kind of trying to keep fatigue low. So I wanted to kind of double up my workouts this week to really make sure that I could not pack on muscle because obviously I'm in a deficit. I'm not like gaining muscle, but I wanted to make sure I wasn't going to lose strength throughout this week and then next week going into the marathon. So I'm really bad at recording my workouts, but a typical pull day starts with seated hamstring curls, stiff leg deadlift. Now I've been having some lower back issues, and with my hamstring issue and my knee injury, I've been doing Nordic hamstring curls or hyperextension instead of stiff leg deadlift. Going to straight arm pull down. I'm looking at this now at my workouts. I'm supposed to be doing cable high rows, but I tend to do like a lat pull down, which now I realize I should not be doing. My bad. Going into chest supported T-bar rows, hammer strength horizontal rows, unilateral preacher curls, and a unilateral dumbbell curl. Well, there you have it. Don't really know how to end this, but first vlog in the books. If you want to support me, code Matthew10 on Gymshark, code Matthew on Helimix, and BXACTIV. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope you have a great day. Here's my face. Enjoy.